Yeah, hi, I'm Paul Archer, that's paularcher.com. And I was reminded about a sales tip actually last night when I was shouting at my children to close the door. It's the time of year when, of course, it's cold outside, and we have oil here, we don't have gas, so oil's really expensive to heat the house with the boiler and everything. And the kids just leave doors open, don't they? Close the door! And that's the point, you see. When you're going to see a client, a customer, a new prospect or whatever, you've got to look at the open doors. In other words, the objections that you know are going to crop up during the sales meeting, which you've got to close fairly quickly. Don't leave it to the end. We know these rules, don't we? And there's some classic objections, really. I was working with some salespeople this week, and these guys are really good at overcoming the objections early on, and I was closing the doors. And the first one is customer service. They won awards for customer service, but people always moan about customer service, always ask about, what's the after-sales service like? And my client that I was working with was saying that, I'm your customer service, I'm here to help you. So, if there's any problems, I'm here for you. I'm in this area, this is my patch. So he can immediately close that door, which was really clever. The other door that he closed, of course, was cost. Particularly when you're selling something where you know the customer can and will do either go back to their original supplier and do a deal with them, or go online and maybe get a better deal, because people do that nowadays. So you've got to be careful about how you give the information away, and it's all about giving costs and figures and numbers. If you give too much away, people will go and shop around, won't they? But if you give enough away just to show them that you can be very competitive, and come up front with them, say, you may well go back to your existing supplier, and I don't want you to do that. I'm in business like you. I'm a business person. I want to to do some work with you. I want to do business with you. I don't want you to go shopping around. Do it with a smile, and you might actually get away with that. It was quite a clever little one as well. And the other objections that were closing the doors was existing suppliers as well, because people will often be with somebody else, or they use somebody else. And the door open there, of course, is, I'll go back to my existing supplier, or I don't want to move, or I can't be doing with the change, or whatever it is. And if that's the case, then you turn around and you ask the question, well, if you were to look at your existing supplier, what's just one thing that you might change about them? What's one thing that you might want them to do differently? And open up the question, open up the answer, see what they say, and they might say something which could be customer service, it could be price, it could be the technology involved, or whatever, and you might be able to use that as part of your sales pitch. So it's really clever, isn't it? It's called just closing the doors, because there will be open doors when you go and see a customer. Close them early, and your sale will be more effective and less impactful, less problematic, really, because objection handling at the end, nobody wins an argument with a customer. Nobody ever does. Hey, hope you found that useful, and I will continue to tell my children to close that door. Hope you found that useful. Bye.